Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods Gravitas. I just dug out a little area over here. I'm using my bucket. Let's grab that back up. Yeah, it was on this map right here. So I was looking at the Blaze map, which is B. If you press B, you see this. And I'm basically just going for all of the iron that I need right now. Also, there's been a pack update, so you can sort your inventory now. But it was a bit of a weird one because I had to set that up like manually, if you know what I mean. Basically, what happens is when you log back in, you get all of this like profile stuff, and stuff is green, and it wasn't to my liking because I quite like a clean UI, if you know what I mean. So what I did was, if you press the R and the C button at the same time, you get this like amazing looking like inventory management settings menu thingy. If you want to be like me and have like a cleaner UI, here's what I did. So I think first of all, enable item highlight. I turn that to false just because otherwise it's green. I'll show you what it looks like if I do that. See that? Whatever you're hovering over, if you got multiple of it, it shows it as green, and I did not like that. R and C right there to open this back up. So I turn that off, put that as false. What else did I do? I think it was hotkeys. I changed the sort inventory button to middle button. So that's my middle mouse button. I think it's automatically as R. So when you're in here and you hit R, it will, you know, unless you're hovering over something, it will sort your inventory. But middle mouse button for me just makes more sense because we got this, like, you know, search recipe button for R. And yeah, I like middle mouse button. I've always used it as middle mouse. So that was another change that I made. I can't remember where I did it. I think it was like, maybe it's in mod settings or GUI settings. Enable profile switching GUI. I'll put that as false. Show continuous checkbox. I also put that as false. Enable inventory buttons. I don't know what that does. There's usually buttons up here, and I turned those off because, well, we've got middle mouse, and that's all we really need, right? So we can stick that down there, middle mouse, and it moves it. I can't remember what else. Oh yeah, we still have the old map. So we've got 3 map mods right now. We've got this one, which is like a TerraFirmaCraft map mod right here. It's pretty decent. I quite like this one. But we've also got the FTB chunks has been added. So, you know, the classic where you can highlight and then, in fact, I can take that one off now. But you can highlight by clicking and then you shift click and then it force chunk loads. I like that. I like that a lot. In fact, I am going to click right there. Oh, that's not it. And we are going to chunk load our entire base. You only get 25 chunk loads, but I have changed mine. I had to go into open LAN. In fact, I'll do this. I'll do it now, and then I'll log out and log back in because I don't like being in this mode. But if you go to open LAN world, allow cheats on, change the game mode to creative. I don't know if you need to do that, but I've always done that. So, and then if you do /ftb chunks admin, go down to extra force load chunks. Pilpoh is my name, right? So, and then add, and then you can put like 225 is how much I always put. And what that does is it adds to the number you've already got. So you normally start with 25, and I always put mine up to 250 because I like a lot of chunk loads. I'm just weird like that. So right here, what this will do is add in your map, in the chunk loads, it will add like a bunch more force chunk loads. If you've been watching any of my other series, you'd be like, oh yeah, I remember this. This map's really good. I did pop to every single one of my waystones, every one of these, because this map right here, which is on M, isn't loaded, obviously, because it's a new map mod. But what you can do is you can set the old map mod, which is Xenos, this one. You can set that to another keybind. So I set mine to 5 on my number pad. And this sort of shows off everything on this map. And they are slowly loading back in, actually, because I have been to more places than this, but like this one over here. So you can see it's loading in. But yeah, this it's interesting change. I'm really happy that the middle mouse, well, once you set middle mouse, I'm happy that that's back, because it's something that I really struggled with. Another thing I did between episodes is I made a bunch of incandescent light bulbs. So to make those, it's just a bit of glass. I use some paper, because we've got a bunch of paper. Got those from chests, didn't we? It's not in here anymore because I put them all in here. I had some glass as well. If I want glass, I can always go over to Outland Sands. This one. I just mine this area up. Just be like, get a load of sand. So I'm not worried about sand, if I'm honest. So that gets me some glass, and then I think it's just copper, and then that makes the incandescent. Yeah, it says it right there. It says purple stained glass, but it can be any glass. Or you can use bamboo as well for this one, I believe. So I got a bunch of these because we are going to make a bunch of cloches today. So I will stick that up there. I should probably sleep, and then we'll talk about what I did between episodes. So, between episodes, I made a couple of hoppers. So now all I have to do is chuck something in this chest right up here, and it will get pressed, metal pressed. What else did I do? I added an extra water wheel right here. I haven't put the soul sand in, which is probably going to annoy a bunch of you, but it's fine. Yeah, this one here, water wheel, I added a bunch of the wooden barrels as well. Set my creosote back up, my spout thing. Get some more of this, thank you very much. Yeah, I put a hopper on this one right here, so this one's making me some coal coke. Because I feel like we're going to need a lot of this, considering... Wow, we need 5 stacks of steel, don't we? So, yeah, I'm going to need a lot of coal coke. I mean, we can use charcoal as well. I think it's 4 charcoal per iron. I went and got a little bit more copper as well, so there's a bit of copper right there. I did some other stuff. I can't remember what, though. Oh, yeah, that's right. I removed my chimney because we don't need it anymore. Right? Because we've got it all outside. Yeah, because it's all over here now. If we want to do any mountain down of stuff, we can do it right here. I do not have any iron right now, because I did turn most of it into steel. Which is a bit of a poo, because I need iron for these mechanisms, which we're going to do this recipe. So this is going to be 2 iron, 1 copper per iron component. So we need like 18 iron to do 9 of these garden cloches. 9 because, well, I made 9 of these. You get 3 per. Technically, let's do 12, just because. There we go. So we've got 12 right there. So we're going to make... That's not what I wanted to do. That one. I'm going to make 12 of these garden cloches. I am planning on getting some thermoelectric generators, whatever they're called. I think that would be a good idea. We could set up a bunch of water wheels. I know a few people that have mentioned that that's how they've been powering stuff, using water wheels. So this thing here is pretty good. I quite like this, but... Oh, yeah, I also figured out that why don't I just dig this area out like this. And then that should start back up. Even if it snows and this fills up, it doesn't matter because like that's still got all of the space that it needs to charge everything. Doesn't matter, everything's at full charge anyway, so all good. So yeah, this episode is going to consist of us trying to get a bunch of crops set up. A few people have been asking in the comments, I'm not sure I said it in a video yet, but a few people asked if I'm going to make a greenhouse so we can like plant stuff during the winter. I mean, I haven't really planted anything during the summer either, if you think about it. Yeah, dead potatoes. I might actually see if I can get the seeds back from that. Let's give that a go. Let's use the hoe. I can get the seeds back. Perfect. Yeah, because I feel like we're going to need a lot of potatoes. That's not what I meant to do. Stick the potatoes away. We've got access to pretty much... I don't know why these are in here. Weird. Yeah, we've got access to a ton of different seeds that we can use. I think if you use the wheat seed, you've got a chance of getting wheat seeds, funny enough. And you can use that in the squeezer, which is one of the things that we've got on our radar. Also a really good thing to get plant oil. Beet seed, sugarcane seeds look pretty good. Melon seeds don't look very good. Rye looks pretty good. Soybean, we probably need to get this. Someone mentioned that soybeans are like the best because they give you veg and protein. So I like the idea of going to find some soybeans. I don't know where they're like situated. That's the only thing. Does it say in the map? In the map, in the book. I don't know where to look, if I'm honest. Is there like a seeds one? In Firmalife, there is a number of small plants you can collect and grow on your own, which have cooking properties. The easiest way to obtain these plants is with a seed ball. Huh. To use a seed ball, just right click to throw it like a snowball. This will spawn butterfly grass in the area. Interesting. Butterfly grass plant. Butterfly grass will mature over time. When it reaches maturity, it will have a chance to spread to surrounding blocks or turn into something new. Butterfly grass blocks that have been spread by other grass blocks do not spread anymore. Interesting. So you can get basil. Basil is one of the plants that can be spawned by butterfly grass. Basil leaves are used in pizza. Interesting. That's probably how we're going to have to get like a bunch of the seeds that we need then. But for now, I'm going to do some potatoes and some wheat because that way we get some seed, these seeds for the seed oil that we need. Which one is it? The refinery. Biodiesel. So seed oil is something we need, and ethanol comes from spud. Also, I think that would be a really good source of food, if I'm not mistaken. We also need to get water into this, so I'm going to make... in fact, I've got one of these, and then I can also... I swear I had some shafts. Maybe I used all of my shafts. Let's do one of those. One of those, and then this gets us mechanical pump. And we can use this to pump from this sort of configuration over here. Because this counts as an infinite water source. So the pump will just be like, oh, it's infinite. Okay, cool. I won't even bother touching this. I'll just supply infinite water. As long as we give this pump like a decent amount of rotational force. So maybe over here is a good place to put. Maybe here? I like that. Yeah, right here is where I'm going to put some cloches. And we might need more of the... yeah, we need more power as well. Thermoelectrics, I think, would be good. Thermoelectrics, these things. So a bit of Constantine, bit of steel. That's fine, we've got a bunch of steel now. We can maybe make like 4 of these. Does require quite a bit of copper. So I think this is 2 copper ingots. Yeah, it's 2 copper ingots. 2 copper ingots for 4 of these though, so this is half a copper ingot each. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that's going to be 4 copper right there. Constantine is, or Constantan, sorry, is copper and nickel, so we can make that quite easily. We've got quite a bit of nickel if I remember correctly. Let's have a look. Never mind, we've only got 3. But we have got our nickel area right there that we can maybe set the miner back up over there. That'd be a good idea. But first off, I need to go get a bunch of iron. So I need to... I might pop back over to our little iron area that we had previously. I obviously need to dump a bunch of stuff from my inventory. Get a little bit of grub. I'm going to eat some potatoes for a bit because they are decent food. And they don't go off very quickly, so they're very decent. Okay, a little bit later on, I managed to get 12 iron mechanisms. Easy enough. And that is 12 garden cloches. Oh, yes. Right, I do need to go and get... Well, I need to put these things away quickly. I need to get myself... I've got them somewhere. The things that you plonk on top of these and then you can transport power. I've got to figure out where I put them. Oh no. Okay, what I've got going on right here is I'm going to put... What? Ah, I fell in the water. Brilliant. Okay, I'm out. Good. So I put a 1x3 of water right here. I put some sticks in there as well so it doesn't freeze. I put the mechanical pump. Got some fluid pipes right here. I'm actually going to put another one right there, like that. I've got a cogwheel, another cogwheel. They do connect, so if this one rotates, this one will rotate, and then the fluid pump will, mechanical pump I should say, will also rotate. I could probably put another, let's put this here. Is that going to break it if I do this? It is. Excellent. Not at all what I wanted. I'll have to put something like not breakable right there. Anyway, this is where I'm going to put my water wheel. You can see I've already put the soul sand, so we can stick the water in like that. Grab another one. So that one is technically flowing right here. I should probably put my garden cloches on here. So 1, 2, 3. I believe they connect. Yeah, you can see it right there. They connect at the bottom there. So what this will do, the pump will pump water into these because you need water for the garden cloche. That's the whole reason I'm doing that. I'm going to plonk that on like that. That is, I think, the wrong way. I'm not entirely sure if it matters which way this water wheel goes, but I always like to have it so that the spokes are going in the correct direction. I need a block anyway, because I need to put something down. Let's grab some treated. For some reason as well, the scroll button doesn't work in your inventory anymore, but it also brings 2 instead of the 1. I think there's conflict with inventory tweaks right there, which is absolutely fine. Does it? I think it goes here, and then the water flows over this and goes round. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a bunch more of this this wood. Probably shouldn't use this wood if I'm honest, because I'm actually having to make treated wood now. Like we're using it that much that I'm having to actually make some. Oh, I need water. There we go. Right. plonk that on there, and that's going to go a little bit quicker. Now, is this actually pumping? That's the big question. Why are these all empty? Not entirely sure if this is actually going to work. That's the reason that I did this, just to make sure. Ah, because it's pointing the wrong flipping direction. That'll be why. So we can do that, and that should start pumping. Now, I did just realize this is completely wrong. It's not what you need. I think I need this hose pulley right here. Doesn't look too bad to make, if I'm honest. So we can use the hose pulley, put it down in the water. What other pumps have we got? We got the fluid pump. That's quite expensive though. This could be the one that we use. Aqueous accumulator. That one looks pretty decent. That takes a bucket though. I'm not making another bucket. This one also takes a bucket. What's that from? Beyond Earth. I don't know if I want to use a bucket. I kind of thought that we would be able to use the mechanical pump. Maybe I was... I think I was mistaken, unfortunately. Yeah, and this rotates and it moves it from one tank to another. Okay, well, what about the pulley? I have a feeling it needs to be in the water. And I don't know what that does. Does it mean that the water won't freeze? Okay, so that goes down. And then on the other side, you've got like the thing that... Ah, so you pump out of the hose pulley. Got ya. Okay. Interesting. So that'll pull out of there. Yeah, we need to do this basically. So I'm halfway there. I just need to get a hose pulley, get some water, and then that'll pump out. Although I don't know if it needs to be the... Oh, we might have to put it out here somewhere. It's annoying that everything freezes over, but... Yeah, that might have to be how we do it. Also, I did forget to put this, and I think the bubbles right there mean that it won't freeze. Oh, it won't freeze anyway because it's got flowing water over it. Yeah. Okay, well, we are... I think for now what we can do is just grab some water and we can put it in. Is that how that works? Or does it need to actually... Oh, you can't place the water in it. That's annoying. Interesting. I've got a rotten dried kelp right here, and you used to be able to use it for like making stuff, but I've just made some stuff which isn't rotten. That gets us the hose pulley. That must have been a change recently. I only smelted up 5 because I knew I had one in here. Huh, interesting. Oh, you're kidding me. I was right. This does work. Like, it's pulling water up now, and it's filled these up. I think it's purely because it had the... if I stick this here, it blocks it. Which means this might not work during the winter, which is the whole point. Poop. Well, we can use sticks for these two, at least. If this one freezes, I'm just going to come down here and punch it. Okay, good. At least that works. I'm quite happy about that. Let's put these back down as well. Oh, you're flipping kidding me. Didn't mean to do that. Stick that back there. Perfect. Okay, well, at least these all got water now. I've only got 2 of these LV connectors. That's going to hurt me if I jump into it, isn't it? Oh, can I not jump on that? Okay, there we go. No, not there. On top. Thank you. And then I want to do the same on this side. Yeah. And now I've got some wires. I think you can't attach wire here. And then I don't think I can attach wire there either. How do I do this again? I think I need a pole that goes right here, maybe. Or maybe out a little bit. And then off that, I always forget how the wires work. I did use them in my All the Mods 8 series, so I should kind of remember. I think there's a relay that I need. Okay, so copper. Copper sheets. We can do that. Yeah, I think I need 4. What was the rest of it? Oh, you make a load of these relays. And it was just a bit of terracotta. I think I've got some terracotta, so it's all good. I just made 4 of these. I did not mean to do that. But that's fine. I'm sure we'll find a use for those. There we go. Made myself a wooden post as well. Now, I don't think you actually need this, but it looks nice. So I'm going to make it. And we're going to stick it right there. On top of this is where I stick a relay. If I'm thinking about it correctly. Can I get up here? Aha. So now all I have to do is... How do I get the wire off of this? Am I supposed to just break it? Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, I need to... Oh, I'll stick that one back on because that needs to be there. And then this connects over here. I think that's okay. And then this connects here. This connects here. And there. There you go. They're getting power. Really, really bad power because this thing is not the best for power. I'm sure I can figure out something else that will give us a little bit more power. But for now, I think that will do. I am going to do one wheat, and in the clothes it needs like, okay, it's just some dirt. I've got a whole chest of dirt. Okay, let's try this out. Let's do one of those, one of those. Are you gonna take too much power? You are. Excellent. You are also going to take too much power. Perfect. Right, I think we need to sort out our power then. Speaking of power, we've got access to power now. Not the best power, obviously. And we've got access to most of the materials in the game now. So, why don't we have a look at making the mining laser? I think I might make the gadget 3, because gold's easier to come by than iron. But this doesn't look that bad to make, I must admit. And that does mean that we can get... Where is it? Silk Touch? There's a Silk Touch one around here somewhere. Silk Touch. Golden apple. Wait, did I eat all my apples? Please say I didn't. I did. Flippin' heck. Okay, we'll have to wait, I think, until... Yeah, we'll have to wait until it's summertime, and then I can do that because of the apple. That's fine though. At least I remembered about this. Is there a charging station, or am I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to use this one, I think, from Immersive, which is fine. We can do that. I can't remember what mod adds. Is it building gadgets? Building gadgets isn't in this, and that adds like a charging station. You just chuck coal in it, and then it charges up your gear. So I'm glad that's not in here, actually, thinking about it, because that would be slightly awkward, right? Already got some potatoes. How cool is that? Only issue is this is like quite a lot of power, or it's draining our power. Right, anyway, the plan I've got is I'm going to make some thermoelectrics. Actually, I might go quickly ask on the ATM Discord on the Gravitas section to see if thermos are like worth it, if you know what I mean. Turns out I didn't get an answer, but this is what I've ended up doing. Water wheels are going to be a massive part of this pack, if you didn't know. So yeah, we got another water wheel here. This is the immersive engineering one. I'm actually going to probably make 2 more of these, because I know this thing over here, the kinetic dynamo, which by the way is a right pain in the arse to make, but I managed to make one. I had to go get a bunch more iron, a bunch more copper, but 'tis fine because we managed to make it in the end. I also made some more connectors, and yeah, this is just going over here, powering this, and I could probably hook this middle one up as well now. I just realised I've got enough connectors, so let's give that one a go. And I've got one of these. I don't remember how many wires can connect to one of these relays. I think it's 8, but don't quote me on that. But we got our 2 power sources right here. We've got this going into here. Yeah, I think the water wheel, which by the way, this is how I've set it up. I don't know if this is the most efficient way. But basically, you put... So this right here is the center. Oh yeah, there's a bit of graphical glitches as well right now, but that's fine. This right here is the center. You go over one, and then you place some water. And then if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think these ones are needed, if I'm honest. These ones here. But I can't put one there, I don't think. Maybe I can. Let's give that a go. See what happens. You can put one there. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, we can get rid of this. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With number 3 in the middle. And then the water goes there. If you put 2 right here as well, so a block here and a block here, it doesn't like split out the water, and the water doesn't go everywhere. So, and then that just goes underneath. You want to dig out like a decent area underneath. And yeah, anyway, that's how I've done it. The best way I think I can, yeah, what I might do is just a couple more of these water wheels, which water wheel. Oh, hello. Water wheel. There it is. So this here is just a bunch of treated planks and some treated sticks. So just get a load of treated wood, which you probably have already got because you've been making loads of treated wood to get rid of your creosote. So you have more space to get more coal coke or charcoal. That one's full up. Brilliant. Whoa, getting close now. I'm not really. I've got loads more steel to make. Oh, and you also need 1 steel. Oh my god, look at my food. Oh, oh, spud. See if we can get some spud. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I really need to go get some soybeans, don't I now? Now that I think about it. Also, you can put chests. So let me grab a couple of chests. When you put chests on front of the... I know I have some in here. These are not the ones I want to really use because they're used for my mining system, but it is fine. Yeah, you put chests on the front right here, and they do output. So that will just, yeah, everything that was in here will just output to this. Also, you get a ton of seeds. Can I use potato seeds to make... Oh yeah, I should make some compost. I think you do this thing over here, right? The composters, and then you make compost. I'll make some seed balls eventually. I'll do that over the summer as well, because otherwise the snow, right? The snow will be a bit annoying. But yeah, that would get us some spud. I'm anticipating most of this will go off eventually. But that is fine. We'll also get a load of wheat, which is really nice. We just need to use a knife on it. Get a bunch of this stuff, which this goes off like that one says 10 months. So in here it's 1 year, 10 months, 1 year, 10 months, 1 year. Yeah, make sure you cut them down into their grains, because grains just last forever, basically. They're awesome. So great for emergency food as well, if yeah, if that's a worry of yours. I just need to make one, no, just 2 of these. I'm going to make a couple of plates. I also used most of my copper, but I think the recipe's changed. I don't know if this was always the case, but so 1 copper turns into a copper sheet, or plate, sorry, 1 copper plate. And then 1 copper plate turns into 1 copper sheet. But then if you do it with iron, it takes 2. So that confused me at first. That's why I've got an extra one in there, because yeah, that confused me. And I am just going to make a bunch more. Oh, flipping out! I need a lot more creosote for this. Yeah, I'm gonna nab this. Actually, I need that over there. There we go. Get a bunch more planks. Convert these into treated planks. So we're going to treat them. This should cause this. Is this one empty completely? Interesting. I need to add more coal to this one. The reason this one's filling up is because I have got this hopper right here feeding it in. So you can put a hopper on these. You can't do it with the crude blast furnace though. I have noticed that. Because I was originally going to use this hopper right here for the blast furnace. And just hopper in a bunch of iron. So just stick a bunch of iron in there for now. But for some... Oh, I know why. No, you should be pulling out and putting into the pump. What are you doing? I find these a little bit finicky. They don't always pump out. There we go. Now it's decided to pump some out. Anyway, just like that, we have got ourselves 2 more water wheels, and we can slap this right next to this water wheel, as in on this face right here. So we can click this down and then click another one down. I do need to expand this out though, so I'm going to quickly do that. 1, 2, yeah, and then this one comes along like this. And then I want to place my leg, because it looks weird if it's just floating, doesn't it? So, like that. And then we can remove this stuff right here. I also need to go get some more water. There we go. That is a ton of power now. I think that's all set up. I have got the, the pebbles and stuff in the water so it doesn't freeze over. And yeah, these are all full power at all times. Ooh, I like that. I do like that. This means that we're going to get a bunch of spud. Ooh, look at those. Oh, so much food. I love it. Oh, so good. I wonder if we could do something like this in a cellar. I know a lot of you are wanting me to create a cellar at some point. Let's just block that off for now. But yeah, I just haven't needed to because food was, like, I can always go and find more food. Thank you to the waystones, I should say, because the waystones are the things that are making it so I can have lots of nice food. We can expand this eventually as well, with like a load of these garden cloches. Just like expand them out this way or round, and we are going to need more power, but that should be fine. I think what I can do is link this relay to another relay, and then the other relay can link to 8 things, and so on and so on. Of course, when food like decides to jump out of the river and offer itself up to me, I think I'm going to take it, always. I have no idea how long this episode has gone on for, but I think we're nearly at time right now. So what I will say is next episode we'll probably get the core thingy, core sampler. Should probably get one of these, shouldn't we? Yeah, that's just a bunch of iron, and these things are steel. I think I've got some. Do I have some steel scaffolding? I have 4. That's perfect. Oh, that's really good. Okay, well, yeah, we can definitely make that next episode. I'm going to have to come up with some way of, like, some decent cheap power. This is why I keep coming back to the thermoelectric generator, because it's kind of, the footprint of it is very small. If you look at the water wheels over here, look at how big this footprint is for water wheels. It's flipping mental, right? Whereas the thermoelectric is kind of small. It's literally like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So you can have thermoelectric here, magma, and 2 snow blocks, and that will generate a bit of power for you. Is there any way of getting... Oh no, we've already decided Silk Touch is fine. We can get Silk Touch using the mining gadget, but that comes when it's not winter, because we want to do it during the summer, because we need an apple. And we do have an apple tree. My cherry trees are dying by the looks of it, which is not great. Also, I don't know if I mentioned before, but these bits here, the ones where they go up like that, little crooks that you've got, that is where you're supposed to snip them. Use your axe and you snip them. I'm not going to do it now because I like these trees. Leave them here. But what I was doing was I was going from the top and like going down. But no, you want to do it on the branches that are like crooked, because that's where you get your saplings. So that's good to know. Good to know. Ooh, I could probably get some more wool. Right, anyway, there's so much to do in this pack. I love it. It's so good. That is where I am going to call it for today's episode. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.